Dearest love, it was not even a real car, but cardboard with a kitchen stool set up inside, and yet these children played with it, with one of the boys being a driver and another being the mate, and the rest being passengers. The cardboard did not move, and yet, with the driver making the sound of the engine and changing gears, the impression was created that the car was moving from one stop to another, and the other children will shout that it is their stop, and they will get out of the cardboard and carry imaginary goods and go and do imaginary things and come and stand by the imaginary road, and the imaginary car, which has been standing at the same place, would act like it has now come, and they would hail it and sit in, and it would send them back to the imaginary place they came from. I looked at them play for hours, and I wished that is how life was. All imaginary, and thus all fun. For though they carried imaginary goods, they did not get tired, except imaginary. And in the end, when mother called that food was ready, it had nothing to do with the daily sales, nothing to do with whether business went well or not, and if there was enough money for rent, utilities, and fees. It was real food, cooked to their satisfaction and free of charge. Imaginary things can always be fun, for it lacks the responsibility and consequences that real life presents. But it also lacks the real life rewards. For as long as playtime is imaginary, there is no problem. But if serious times and real situations are turned to imaginary situations, then there will be trouble. And thus, the scriptures warn. My dear friends, you should be quick to listen and slow to speak or to get angry. If you are angry, you cannot do any of the good things that God wants done. You must stop doing anything immoral or evil. Instead, be humble and accept the message that is planted in you to save you. Obey God's message. Don't fool yourselves by just listening to it. If you hear the message and don't obey it, you are like people who stare at themselves in a mirror and forget what they look like as soon as they leave. But you must never stop looking at the perfect law that sets you free. God will bless you in everything you do if you listen and obey and don't just hear and forget. If you think you are being religious but can't control your tongue, you are fooling yourself, and everything you do is useless. Religion that pleases God the Father must be pure and spotless. You must help needy orphans and widows, and not let this world make you evil. James chapter 1, verse 19 to 27. Stay blessed, trust and obey, for there is no other way. K.